Dear students, today we'll start the last part of this chapter, that is ether preparation properties. But before going to that, my question is how to distinguish between alcohols and phenols. Or tell me what are this particular reaction that will explain for the presence of that phenolic OH group. Presence of that phenolic OH group. Already we have explained regarding that reactions. Then we can summarize these reactions. That is how to know the presence of that OH group in benzene ring. Presence of OH group in benzene ring that can be explained on the basis of three reactions. First, that is identification of phenolic OH. Phenolic OH group. Identification of phenolic OH group that can be explained either by the formation of, that is addition of neutral FeCl3, addition of that neutral ferric chloride. Already we have explained all these reactions, but we have to start the reaction from those portions that we have covered. That is action with neutral ferric chloride, phenol that has been treated with neutral ferric chloride. That is there is the formation of violet colored complex of this one, that is O minus, means that is Fe that is whole 6 3 minus, that is hexaphenoxido ferrate 3 ion, that is violet. But this reaction that is not shown by that is aliphatic alcohols. This reaction is not shown by that alcohols. So whenever there is the presence of that phenol, so phenol that reacts with neutral ferric chloride, there is the formation of that violet colored complex of this one. So this will explain the presence of that OH group in the benzene ring. Next one, that is action with phthalic anhydride, formation of that phenolphthalein. Already we have explained. So phthalic anhydride that has been treated with phenol. H and OH that combine to form water. So there is the formation of phenolphthalein indicator. There is the formation of phenolphthalein indicator. There is the formation of that phenolphthalein indicator. So phenol reacts with phthalic anhydride, there is the formation of that phenolphthalein indicator. So whenever this is added in NaOH, added with NaOH, there is the formation of pink color. Or a phenolphthalein indicator in alkaline medium that is having pink color. That clearly explains the presence of that phenolic OH. We are just summarizing the presence of that phenolic OH. What are the different particular tests to identify the presence of that phenolic OH group in the benzene ring? Phenolic OH. So phenol that reacts with ferric chloride to form violet color complex, or phenol whenever that has been treated with phthalic anhydride. So there is the formation of that phenolphthalein. That phenolphthalein that has been treated with NaOH, that is the colored pink colored material that will be obtained. Or we can take, that is phenol in aqueous medium, that is Br2 aqueous. So there is the formation of white precipitate of OH, Br. There is the formation of white precipitate of 2,4,6 tribromophenol. There is the formation of 2,4,6 tribromophenol, white precipitate. white PPT. There is the formation of white precipitate of 2,4,6 tribromophenol. Therefore, these reactions, these three reactions that clearly distinguishes between, that is aliphatic alcohols from that phenols, or these are the particular test for that presence of that phenolic OH group in the, or presence of that OH group in the benzene ring, that is phenol. These are the tests for phenols, that is phenol that has been treated with neutral ferrichloride to form violet color, or phenol that has been treated with that is phthalic anhydride followed by addition of that sodium hydroxide, there is the formation of pink color, or phenol that is treated with aqueous bromine, bromine the aqueous medium, there is the formation of white precipitate of 2,4,6 tribromophenol. So next we will go for the preparation and properties of that ethers. Next we will explain what is that ether. We will explain regarding the methods of preparation and properties of ether. But first we have to see what is the general formula for that ether. Ethers, they are having the general formula ROR dash. ROR dash. If R that becomes equal to R dash, then that is treated as symmetrical ether. Symmetrical. Both of these two alkyl groups are same. If both the two alkyl groups are different, that is unsymmetrical ether. Symmetrical ether, for example, CH3, OCH3. Symmetrical C2H5, OC2H5. Both the two alkyl groups are same. That is symmetrical ether. R or R dash that may be different also. For example, CH3, OC2H5 or C6H5, OCH3. These are the R or R dash. These are different. Then how to name these ethers? Ethers are named as, that is alkoxy. Ethers are named as alkoxy, alkane. Ethers are named as alkoxy, alkane. Then how to define that alkoxy? Alkoxy, less carbon containing group, that is alkoxy, more carbon containing group, that is known as alkane. So general formula for that ether, that is ROR dash. General formula for that ether, that is ROR dash. That is R and R dash that may be same, or that may be different. That is named as alkoxyalkane. The less carbon containing alkyl group, that is alkoxy, more carbon containing alkyl group, that is known as alkane. Then how to name this? These are the symmetrical. Both of the two alkyl groups that contain same carbon atom. One part will be treated as alkoxy and another part that will be taken as alkane. So the first compound, that is methoxy, alkoxy, alkane, methoxy, methane. Methoxy, methane. And this is ethoxy, ethane. Methoxy, methane, ethoxy, ethane. And this one, that is methoxy, that is unsymmetrical. This is your unsymmetrical ether. Symmetrical ethers, unsymmetrical ether, that is alkoxyalkane, methoxy, ethane. Methoxy, ethane. And this is methoxy benzene. Methoxy benzene. That is unsymmetrical, that is ether. Or you will take, that is CH3, O, CH2, CH2, CH3. That is the alkyl group, less carbon containing, more carbon containing alkyl group. So that is named as alkoxy, this is alkane. Alkoxy, this is alkane. 1, 2. That is 1, 2, 3. Alkane part that contains 3 carbon atom. Therefore, that is alkoxy. That is alkane part that contains 3 carbon atom. That is propane. Alkoxy group that containing only one carbon atom, that is methoxy. So this is the methoxy methoxypropane, methoxypropane. Or if you take CH3O, CH, CH3, CH3. This is the alkane part that contain 1, 2, 3 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3. There the presence of that 3 carbon atom, that is known as propane. Presence of 3 carbon atom, that is propane, and this is the methoxy group. So methoxy group that occurs at the position 2. Methoxy group that occurs at the position 2. Therefore, that is known as, this is your 1 methoxy. Methoxy group at the position 1, therefore 1 methoxy propane. 1, 2, 3, that is 2 methoxy, 2 methoxy, 2 methoxy propane. 1, 2, 3, 2 methoxy propane. 1 methoxy propane, second one that is 2 methoxy propane. So this is regarding the naming of these ethers. Ether, they are having the general formula RO R dash. R that may be equal to R dash, that is symmetrical ether. R may not be equal to R dash, that is unsymmetrical ether, and they are named as alkoxyalkane. The less carbon containing alkyl group that is treated as alkoxy, more carbon containing alkyl group that is taken as alkane. So this is regarding, that is naming of this ethers. Next we will go for the preparations. Next, method of preparation of that ether. Already we have discussed regarding method of preparation of that ether in alkyl halide and aryl halide chapter. That is reaction of alkyl halides with that of the sodium alkoxide to form that ether, and that reaction that is known as Williamson's ether synthesis. So next one, that is methods of preparation of ether. Methods of preparation of that ether. So the first reaction, first method, from alkyl halide. From alkyl halide, we can explain on the basis of two methods. From alkyl halides, we have to explain on the basis of two methods. That is Williamson's ether synthesis. Williamson's ether synthesis. That reaction of alkyl halides with that of the sodium alkoxide. Alkyl halide RX, sodium alkoxide R dash ONA, alkyl halide RX, sodium alkoxide R dash ONA. So Na part and X part, that is removed in the form of the NaCl. Na part and X part, that is removed in the form of that NaCl. So that the formation of this compound ROR dash plus NaX. ROR dash. ROR dash, that is the formula for that ether, and NaX. That is the formation of that sodium chloride. So for example, if we take CH3Cl plus C2H5ONA, or you can take CH3Cl plus CH3ONA, or you can take C2H5Cl plus CH3ONA, or C2H5Cl plus C2H5ONA. Alkyl halide, that is methyl chloride, this is your ethyl chloride. Sodium methoxide, sodium alkoxide, that is sodium ethoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium methoxide. So reaction of that alkyl halide, chlorine and Na, Cl and Na, Cl and Na, that is Cl and Na. So Na part, Cl part, that is removed in the form of that NaCl. So there is the formation of CH3O, H5 plus NaCl. In this case, CH3OCH3 plus NaCl. In this case also C2H5OCH3 plus NaCl. In this case C2H5OC2H5 plus NaCl. If we take that is sodium phenoxide or alkyl halide CH3Cl plus ONA. There is the formation of OCH3, that is anisole plus NaCl. If we will mark that reaction that alkyl halide with that of the sodium alkoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium methoxide, sodium phenoxide or phenate, sodium phenoxide or phenate. So in all these cases there is the formation of that ether, that is unsymmetrical ether, that is methoxyethane, symmetrical ether methoxymethane, methoxyethane, less carbon containing group, methoxyethane. This symmetrical, that is ether, ethoxyethane, and this is anisole, otherwise known as methoxybenzene, that is methoxybenzene, that is known as anisole. The formula for that anisole. So if we will just reverse this one, if we will take that is chlorobenzene, that has been treated with CH3ONA, there is no reaction. There is no chance of the formation of that ether. In this case, ether will not be found. Why? You know, this bond, chlorine atom, that contain lone pair, the double bond character, there is the development of double bond character in this case. So the carbon chlorine bond strength will increase. Carbon chlorine bond strength will be increased. With the double bond characteristics, sp2 hybridized carbon atom, and double bond characters means the bond length is 1.68 instead of 1.8. So bond length decreases, double bond characteristic develops, then the bond strength increases, the reactivity decreases. So this chlorine atom is treated as inactive or inert chlorine. Therefore this chlorine atom cannot be replaced by that is alkoxide ion, methoxide ion. So this is the difference. If we will take methyl chloride with that of sodium phenoxide, then there is the formation of methoxybenzene. And in this case NaCl part, that is not removed, and instead of that Cl there is no replacement of that CH3O minus group, because this bond is strong due to resonance, development of double bond character, sp2 hybridized carbon atom, bond length that becomes to be 1.68 angstrom. Therefore bond strength is more, carbon chlorine bond strength is more, and this bond cannot easily break, and chlorine atom cannot be replaced by that OCH3 group. So there is no such product. So whenever there is a preparation, whenever by that Williamson's ether synthesis we are going to prepare the aromatic ethers, we have to take the sodium salt of that phenol, that is sodium phenate, and we have to take the alkyl halide other. But aryl halide cannot produce, that is ether, aromatic ether. So this is regarding the methods of preparation of that ether from alkyl halides by Williamson's ether synthesis. Next we will go from that alkyl halide by, that is dry Ag2O, dry silver oxide, reaction with that of the dry silver oxide. Second reaction of that alkyl halide, second one, that is action with dry Ag2O, alkyl halide with dry Ag2O. So when alkyl halides that has been treated with dry Ag2O, that is dry, in the dry medium. So AgX and AgX, two AgX, ROR. So this part will be removed in the form of that 2 AgX. So there the formation of 2 AgX plus ROR, ether. So from that alkyl halide we can prepare, from that alkyl halide we have to prepare that ether either by Williamson's ether synthesis, that reaction of that alkyl halide with that of the sodium alkoxides, or that is action of the alkyl halides with that of the dry Ag2O, so that ether will be prepared. For example, C2H5Br, ethyl bromide or bromoethyl, C2H5Br, that has been treated with Ag2O dry. So there the formation of what? AgBr. So there the formation of this compound C2H5OC2H5, 2 AgBr plus C2H5OC2H5, that is diethyl ether, or you can say ethoxyethane. There the formation of that ethoxyethane. So ethyl bromide that reacts with dry Ag2O, there the formation of that ethoxyethane. Next method of preparation of that ethers from that alcohols. Second one, that is from alcohols. Next method of preparation from alcohols. So again we will explain the methods of preparation from alcohols on the basis of two types. So first one, when excess of alcohols they have been treated with concentrated sulfuric acid. Then the formation of that ether. For example, C2H5OH plus HOC2H5, that is ethyl alcohol that has been treated with concentrated H2SO4. So you know that is concentrated sulfuric acid. The example of that, dehydrating agent, that are the ability to remove water molecule from that system. So AH part of that alcohol and OH part of that another alcohol that combine to form that water. So this water molecule that is absorbed by that concentrated sulfuric acid, because that is the dehydrating agent. So what will the product? C2H5OC2H5. There the formation of ethoxyethane, diethyl ether, that is symmetrical ether. C2H5OC2H5, diethyl ether, that is ethoxyethane. There the formation of that diethyl ether or ethoxyethane. Similarly, if we will take that is methyl alcohol that has been treated with same dehydrating agent, H and OH that combine to form water. So there is the formation of CH3OCH3 plus water. So this is regarding the method of preparation of, that is, ethers from alcohols. So we have to take that is symmetrical. This symmetrical ether that can be prepared by this method, because we have taken that same kind of. If we will take excess of that concentrated sulfuric acid, then alkene will be the major product. In addition to little amount of that ether, alkene that will be taken as the major product. Therefore, we have to maintain the concentration of that alcohol to a greater extent, or we have to take excess amount of that excess amount of that ether can be prepared by this method. Whenever we have taken excess amount of that ethyl alcohol and least amount of that concentrated sulfuric acid, if we will take excess amount of that concentrated sulfuric acid, then alkene that taken as the major product. For example, CH3, CH2, OH, that is ethyl alcohol. Concentrated sulfuric acid, that is excess. This is your excess. In this case, that is excess amount of that alcohol that has been taken. Concentrated sulfuric acid, dehydrating agent, that is less. But in this case, if we will take excess amount of that concentrated sulfuric acid and less amount of that ether, that is ethyl alcohol, then CH2 part, CH2H and CH2OH, H and OH that combine to form water. So there is the presence of double bond in this compound. So there is the formation of that compound that containing double bond, that is ethene plus water. Same dehydration that goes on. This is the dehydration reaction, this is the dehydration of alcohol. But that is concentration dependent reaction. Excess of alcohol that gives rise to ether, excess concentration, that is concentration of that sulfuric acid that has been maintained, then there is the formation of that alkene. So next one, same method of preparation of that ether from alcohol. Second bit, that is action of alcohols with diazomethane, N double bond N group, diazomethane, CH2N2. So next one, that is action of the alcohols with diazomethane. For example, if you have taken that is ROH, that has been treated with diazomethane CH2N2 in presence of that is HbF4. So alcohols, they have been treated with diazomethane in presence of HbF4. So there is the formation of that is ROCH3 plus N2. ROCH3, this part will combine, that is H and CH2 that combine to form CH3, ROCH3 plus N2. So there is the release of that is nitrogen gas. The release of that nitrogen gas. So by this method, both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ether that can be prepared. For example, C2H5OH, C2H5OH that has been treated with CH2N2, C2H5OH that has been treated with CH2N2, and there is the in presence of that is same reagent, that is HbF4 that has been taken. So there is the formation of C2H5O CH3 plus N2. There is the formation of that methoxyethane, C2H5OCH3, that is the unsymmetrical ether, less carbon containing alkyl group, that is alkoxy, that is methoxyethane. So there is the formation of methoxyethane, that is methyl ethyl ether. If we will take by the same method also, we can prepare that is aromatic ethers. For example, that is benzene that contain OH group, that is phenol, that has been treated with CH2N2. So phenol that has been treated with diazomethane. This is the formula for that diazomethane, CH2N2. Diazomethane, same reagent, that is HbF4, catalyst HbF4. So there is the formation of benzene that contain OCH3 plus N2, that is methoxy benzene, otherwise known as anisole, that is anisole. Benzene that contain OCH3, that is anisole. Or if we will take that is phenol, same kind of compound that can be, this is the unsymmetrical or the unsymmetrical ether, because this is the benzene. Or you can take that is C6H5OCH3, that is methoxybenzene, that is otherwise known as anisole. So all there are different methods for the preparation of that ether. Basically that is prepared from that alkyl halides, that is alkyl halides that has been treated with dry Ag2O to form that ether, or alkyl halides that has been treated with sodium alkoxides, sodium phenoxides to form that is ether, and that reaction that is known as Williamson's ether synthesis. And from alcohols we can prepare that ether. So on the base of 2 that we have prepared that ether. So whenever the excess of that alcohols that has been treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, there is the formation of that ether. Similarly, whenever that alcohols they have been treated with diazomethane CH2N2, diazomethane CH2 group that is entered, diazomethane, so there is the formation of that ether. So all the different methods for the preparation of that ether. In the coming class we will explain regarding the different properties of that ethers.